Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome any new subscribers. As always, I appreciate that shit. Yeah, what we doing today? Well, we didn't buy no vehicle, so we're not doing a vehicle. But we are going to do some shit to this crate. It is a great vehicle. The layout, all that shit's good. It just has a few little problems that need to be taken care of. So that's what we're going to do in this video. The one thing I didn't like about it is it doesn't drive over the bumps very good. This is nice and plush. This is like a Cadillac over the bumps. But this, it just fights its way over the bumps. It gets over them, but it's brutal. So there's a lot of things you can do. Apparently you can switch out the springs, and you can get different shock shafts and shit, and valving and all kinds of shit, and just go to town on these shocks. Well, I ain't got all that goddamn time, man. So I already know the shocks on the Sledge are good. So I picked up some Sledge shocks. We're gonna put them on there. You ain't gotta do shit but put them on. They are the same size. I think the shock shaft is bigger. I think everything else is the same. So these are just more plush, man. I mean, granted, these are aluminum and they look pretty, and I go for functionality. I don't need pretty. Pretty just means they couldn't do it right, so they made it look pretty. So yeah, this shit coming out. So let me get these shocks out. I'll give you right back to you. Let's loosen these 4 screws up. One here, one on the other arm, and then one on each of the front arms. And then this pin should pull right out. Oh, there you go. So you got a little tray, put your shit in so you don't lose it, man. Well, bottoms are loose. I just gotta take the tops off. I gotta take these shock shaft mounts off too. I don't think these are going to work with mine. I did order some Traxxas once. Alright, let me get this shit off and we'll keep going. Alright, got all the shocks and the shock standoffs off. Easy enough, man. Just a couple nuts on the back of each one of these. Oh shit, caboodle comes off. And like I said, these little screws here, back them off a little bit, and these pins pull right out. Alright, let's check these things out, make sure they're good. So this is the bottom pin that's going to go through here. And that's nice and tight. There is no slop in there. You don't want it to be all loose and jiggly in there. It's like it was meant to go through there. So we're good to go there. This is the rear shock. And they're basically the same. Oh, wait a minute. This is the rear shock. That was the front shock. Yeah. Actually, the rear shock's just a tad bit longer. Not much, not enough to matter. Maybe enough to make it better. What else? The shock shaft. This is 4 mils. It's 5 mils on the Traxxas. So that's a little better too. Not like I'm doing anything where they're gonna get damaged. I can't mount these because I need the standoffs that are made for these, and they don't get here till tomorrow. I don't know why, but somehow they brought these today, and today's Sunday. So, alright, so we'll get these on there and we'll finish this up. These are a lot plusher. That's the back one. Oh yeah, it just feels smoother, and but we'll see. It might just be me, man. I don't want to say shit right and then the shit wrong. But we're going to do it. I think it was for these 4 shocks and the 4 standoffs that I need, the Traxxas ones, not these Armma ones. I think it was $130 some, 135, 138, something like that, shipped to the door, tax, title, tags, license, certificate of birth, and everything else to go get this shit. Alright, so we're going to get these on here. And I do think this is going to be a big improvement. We're going to find out. Nice. Also gonna toss some back flips on it. I had these on the Super Bajare 1.0. So now they're gonna be on this. If I like them on this, I'll buy another set and stick them on the other one, or put the new ones on this, or some shit, I don't know. But yeah, the shock should be the last thing. Everything's still nice and free. Oh yeah, feeling good. Alright, so just waiting for them standoffs, and then we'll get these shocks on here. And hopefully everything will be good to go. Alright, you will need to do a little trimming. This swivel right here that the retaining pin goes through. It's bigger on the Traxxas one. Not by much, like about 1/2 mil. So you gotta trim this out a little bit inside here where this goes down inside on all of them, and then it'll go right in there. Alright, so as soon as I get these standoffs in, I'll get these on, and we'll get this up, and let's see how she looks on the ground. Everything should be alright. Everything should be alright. Alright, problem number 2. So I'm gonna pull this out. Oh, not only did I have to ream this back a little bit so the shock retainer thing will fit in there, I gotta ream this back a little bit too, because the shock won't tilt far enough to hook up here. So I could put it in this hole, but I already widened this one, so it's just easier to put a little groove right there, like I did over here. Just put a little groove in there, put it right in there. That'll be fine. Just grooved it out a little bit. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do over here. Alright, standoffs came in, got them up. I did have to widen this hole though. This is like 4 mils. It's only like 3 mils for the one that originally goes through there. So it's a little thicker. So this modification may not be for everybody, because like I said, I had to ream that out a little bit, and I had to widen that a little bit so that little swivel for the end of the shock would fit down in there. And then I had to drill the so like I said, you may not want to do this shit. There's a lot of drilling and modifying. Some people don't like to do shit to their RCs. I don't give a crap. It's just an RC. If it don't make me happy, it'll be on its way to somebody else's house. Alright, so let's get some tires on it and see how it is. I also dropped the arms. The ride height screws, I moved them all the way up. So there's, normally they'll be about like that, but I dropped them all the way. Alright, let me continue on. Let me get tires on. Alright, ride's a little higher because I adjusted the ride height screws all the way up, so there's nothing stopping them. This looks flusher to me. Got the back flips on there. So, alright, like once again, man, there's a lot of trimming and shit you gotta do to your stuff, so it's not for everybody. So if y'all worried about your RC, don't be even thinking about this shit. Alright, I also messed with the toe in, toe out. I mean, these wheels, they were like this, both of them. This was way out here, this was way out here. So that had to be scrubbing off some speed on the hardtop and on the dirt alone, at least 1 mile an hour, I bet. So I turned that shit in, man. I turned it in a lot. So it's got a little toe out. You want a little toe out, but you don't want that much. I was like, dang, I was wondering why it wouldn't corner worth the shit. So we fixed that. So, alright, so we won't be taking this bitch out till this weekend. So I'll post a video of it driving this weekend. So everything seems to be good to go. Let's drop it from up here to the floor. Let's see how far that is. Hold on a second. Alright, it's about 4 feet. So we'll go a little high. So from here down, it's 4 feet. Let me set the camera down. I know that the Kraton with the other shocks, but then again, I had the ride height screws adjusted. These are all the way. So let's see what happens at 4 feet. So let me set you down. All right. Like I said, post it this weekend. All right. See you then. Later.